So I've started recording. Okay. So today we'll create, uh, lava flow. Okay. So for that, I need a simple mountain first. I'm just creating a plane. Okay. And for the plane, I'm gonna add few mesh. Okay. Then after that, I would like to sculpt this. So in this, you can go to let me sculpt this. You can go to sculpting here. So take this tool, hold B, I can reduce this. Okay, it's like this. Strength I would like to reduce even lesser. Okay, it's like this. I just created a plane like this so that it looks something like this. So later, something like this. Then what I'll do is go to face, select this particular face. So I'm going to extract this, means extrude this. Okay. Then again I extrude inside. Again I extrude inside like this. And I'm going to delete that face. So that you select this and press 3, you have it like this. Okay. And I would like to manipulate a bit. Okay. Or else I can add some extra mesh. One loop here, here, then here, then here. Something like this. And meanwhile, so the linearity, I'm just breaking it. Okay. So it's like this. Later, edit, delete by type, history, modify, freeze transform, modify, center pivot. I'm going to save this as lava or volcano. Maya Dynamics. I can save this as lava. Okay. So what I want is here, I want a lava to generate from here, and okay, modify center pivot, FT, modify center pivot. So what I wanted is, like I want the lava to flow from here, okay, and wherever, the free flow happens, it should happen. So for that, I have to create a path. I have to tell Maya that flow the particles on so and so area, and I want the particle to flow on the surface, not below the surface. So for this, what we have to do is select this particular model, go to modify, make live, make live. Okay. I'm gonna make this model live so that whatever I create, it will be on this particular surface. So I make live. Then, okay. For example, if I create something, it is on the surface. If I create something, see, it is on the surface. Whereas if I do here, means what happens now, if I do make live, this object becomes live. This acts as a grid, okay? So that whatever I create, it will be on the surface. Otherwise, it will be on the grid. Below there's a grid, right? It will be on the grid. So I made this live, go to create, curve tool, take CV curve tool. I want the particle to flow from here as a start point from here. See, I'm creating a curve on the surface like this. Press enter to complete. So you can see a curve has been created on the surface. So I'm selecting this particular surface, go to modify, make not live. So I made this not live. So now if you notice, a curve has been created on top of the surface. Okay. Then I'm selecting this particular model. I'm going to create a layer and in reference mode so that I don't want to select this. Okay. So any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
No. Then I'm selecting the curve, go to FX. In FX, you have effects. In effects, you have flow. Create curve flow. Okay. Create curve flow. Select this. So what happens when you create a curve flow? You get this kind of radius, the curve radius, so that there is a start point. So normally for a curve, we started the curve here and we ended here. So that means there's a start point, there's an end point. So this defines for the particle to get birth. There's a start point of the particle, there's an end point of the particle. Means we are not defining the life of the particle manually by the start point of the curve and end point of the curve. The particle birth rate will be defined. Okay, particle will get birth here and it dies here. So I'll play now. You can see particle is getting birth here. The particle is traveling all the way through the, how the curve has been built, and it dies here. And particles are not going anywhere apart from this particular curve. It flows on top of the curve. Okay, like this. Got it? You're able to see the particle, right? Tiny particles.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna change the shape of the particle. For that, you need to select the particle. Now go to particle shape. In particle shape, you can see lifespan of the particle is in constant and the span has been defined. It's a predefined based on the length of the curve. Now this looks like point. I want this to look like a blobby surface, and I press 6. The blobby surface looks like this. Okay. I would like to define a render area. So this is how the render area looks for me. And when I take a render, it's a software render. This particle is a software render. And okay. So when I render this looks like this. The particle shape looks like this. Then I go to attribute editor for the particle. But after selecting the particle, add attribute for blobby surface, click on correct render type. There are two things. One is radius. Radius will increase the size of the particle. It will increase or it will decrease, either ways. One it will do. And threshold. Threshold will merge the particle in between. Let's say if two particles are there, it will combine. Threshold will combine and make it look like one. Okay. It's like a blob. Okay. I merged, means I gave bit of threshold to 0.5, 0.6. Then I'll take a render. You can see it's merged. This is a previous render. This is after applying threshold. Okay. Okay. Then what I'll do, in the beginning, I want the particle size to be more. In the end, at the end, like I want the particle size to be smaller. Okay. So in that case, so you got the point, right? In the beginning, we want the particle size to be, bigger in size, more thickness here, and here it should be smaller in size. For that, just below this render attribute, you have per particle array attribute. And the one which we are asking, here the particle size has to be bigger. Where the particle is getting birth, I want the particle size has to be bigger. Where the particle is going to die, that's this point, right corner. Here the particle size has to be smaller. Where when the particle dies, the size has to be smaller. So in per particle array attribute, just come down. There is no such attribute here. That is radius. We need to work on the radius. So in that case, I would like to add a dynamic attribute. I'll click on general. Click on general. In this, go to particle. Under add dynamic attribute, click on general. Go to particle. You have to search for radius pp, radius per particle. So we got it, radius per particle, radius pp. What I have to do is I need to click on add. When I add, you got radius pp here on the right hand side. Okay. Then I'm going to close this. Here radius pp, we got it. Right click, create a ramp. Right click, create a ramp. Okay. So just a minute. Okay, so radius pp, what we have done, we created a ramp. Okay, I'll show you after I create a ramp, what happens, how does the flow look like. I need to edit this ramp, but before that, after creating radius pp, you have something like this. Guys, observe what is happening. Here thickness is more, here it is less. When we add ramp, automatically we got an output, some output, which is closer to our output. See, here it is thickness, here it is, it's small pieces. Okay, so now let's edit the ramp. There's a logic here. This is a start point of the particle. Assume now, this is a start point of the particle. This is the end point of the particle. White color represents present, black represents absent, something like that. So particle, and this is the life of the particle. Particle get birth here, particle dies here. So what we want is white color represents, thickness of the particle, that is more. Here it is less. So it doesn't mean that I don't want particle here. And we need particle, but size has to be a bit smaller. So black means zero particle. So what I'll do, I take almost this color, click here, you get gray color, and I'm gonna close this. So move it here, okay? Make sure your ramp is like this. Here white color, here gray color. Now you get array mapper. Okay, where is this array mapper? You have this, right click. You have array mapper, edit array mapper. So minimum value, this is the minimum value, thickness, this is the maximum value. I want minimum value to be 0.5, maximum value to be 2. So now see, it's thick here, and while it travels, it's 0.5 here. Now I'll take a render. You see particle, but little bit, it's thin, it's more here. Then almost it's done. So now what I'll do, I can increase the threshold even more. I can increase the radius if you want. So now let's take a render. Means obviously we have to play again. I'll play. You can see the thickness. Now threshold is more. We have given more threshold. And let me take a render. Great. We have it something like this. Okay. So if I increase more threshold, merging or mixing will be more. Okay. Now for this, we can add a material. I want a bit glow material for this. Select the particle, right click, assign new material. What sort of material we can apply? I can add blend. That's okay. For this, I'll add blend. And when I take a render, blend material is applied. Little bit of shininess is there. Okay. Then what I'll do, in the color part, click on this. I would like to apply a 3D texture called crater. Crater. Okay. Crater. We can apply crater. See, you see here, how does this looks? Channel 1, I'll give orangish color. Channel 2, I'll give red color. Channel 3, I give this color. See how does this looks now? Okay, something like this is there, right? There are two options. This looks something like this. That's okay. Come down. There's a bump mapping. Click on this. I would like to give a 2D texture called noise. Bump depth, I'll give 0.5. Let me take a render. Okay, I want more. I'll give 3. Let me take a render. Okay, you have noise like this. Observe, it's like this. I can add more. Take a render. It's even like this. See, a lot of noise. Then what I'll do, I'll just come back. There's something called special effects. You have to come back to blend. Okay, there's something called special effects. Glow, I'll give 0.5 and I'll take a render. Okay, you have a glow like this. You're getting an output something like this. Okay. If I add glow as 1, and if you take a render, it's more, even more, right? Getting? Does it look like lava?
Yes, sir.
So the next step, I want this plane to look like some lava mountain. So what I'll do is volcanic mountain texture. Okay, I can select this. Let's take something, high resolution one. It's okay, let me take this. I will save this image and RSTP, let's do Maya Dynamics, save, and I'll come over here. In this, turn off reference, I have to smooth this. Let me smooth this. Then select, right click, assign new material. I would like to apply Lambert because I don't want specularity for this. And in the Lambert, click on this, take an empty file. In the empty file, select the folder box and again, Maya, that's to Maya Dynamics. There's an image, open. You have it something like this. Then I'm gonna select this. I would like to unwrap this in which axis? The UV and the Y axis. Plane Y project. Then I'm gonna select this. Place 2D texture. Repeat. I'm gonna repeat this UV 3 times. 3 times. Let's see how does this looks. It's like this. Let me repeat this to 5 by 5. 5 times I'm repeating. Let me take a render. Great. You have it like this. Now when lava itself is, obviously it's an active lava. So when fire is there, it will have this amount of glow. Then obviously lighting should be there, right? Lighting also has to be matched for this. So I would like to create a light called point light, and I'm gonna take the point light, I'm gonna place it on top of this lava here, and the color I'll make it orange like this. So this one 1.5. Let's take a render. How does this looks? Let's see. I took a point light, take a render. So when I took point light, okay, the lighting is more. Now reduce to 1. Let's take a render. It's something like this. You have it like this. Okay. or you can place, one light here, reduce the brightness, here one, reduce the brightness. Means you can play around with this. Okay, it looks nice. Any doubts up to here?
No, sir.
Okay, uh, if you complete this, and we can take a batch render, means sequential, like from one frame to till the end, so that it looks like flowing, the lava is flowing, and it looks really good if you do that. Okay, and you can add this for your demo. In that case, I'll take full HD, take a render, and in the background we have to do the composition. You can add some sky. Okay, great, we got it. Okay, glow part we can still reduce. It does look good if you do that. Okay, try this.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this completes, like I have taken more and more examples only. See, the exam is there for your certificate purpose, but I strongly believe in, creating more and more examples. If more examples are there, you learn the tool properly, and you can make a very beautiful showreel. And if the showreel is good, and if you have a good resume, you get a good, better job actually. Okay, in a creative field. Then you can prove yourself. Okay, you can achieve, you can create wonders. When you're working in production houses, you can create beautiful stuffs. Okay, this is like an entry point to get into big companies. So make sure your showreel is really good. It should stand out from the crowd. Okay, so I'm there to help you to make a better showcase or showreel. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so complete the work first. So I
Okay,
think
sir.
it's time, for you to do the assignments, plan out what and all things we have done, refer all the videos, refer the links, do the assignments. If any doubts are there, you can reach me out. Then we can have a class if you want. For the next class, you have to let me know whether you want class or not, you want the session or not. Okay. If you want,
Okay.
if you want to have any session, you let me know what topic you want me to conduct. I'll do that. Okay. Just inform me one day prior. So your classes, if you need classes, it will be on Tuesday and Thursday, and it will be from now onwards. Uh, it's time for you to study. Okay. I prefer you to go through the theory notes properly, because that's the exam topics are conducted, means picked. Okay, so all the best for your assignments. Complete the assignments and share the assignments. There are, marks, practical marks are there. Based on your assignments, I'll be entering your practical marks, and based on, how you study well, and based on that you will be getting your theory exam, and you can get best marks over there. Okay,
Yes.
just pass
Yes,
this information to
sir.
your friends also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye, have a good day.
Bye, sir. You too.
Bye.
Bye.